for Wednesday, excuse me, Wednesday, January 21st. It's called to order. Everyone, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we officially start the meeting, I want to thank Dan for filling in for me while I was gone. You did a great job. I watched you on TV.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyhow, but thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And then, I wasn't here, but I'd like to welcome DeAnde Green. He's our new commissioner, so replacing Jerry Frederick, who sadly we lost. Anyhow, so I haven't been here in a while, so I got to figure out what I got to do. Oh, wrong paper. Whoops.
Hang on.
I got it here. Okay, item 2 is roll call.
Okay, roll call. Ms. Jemison?
Here.
Mr. Glotfelty?
He's excused.
Excuse. Okay. Mr. Green?
Here.
Mr. Crover?
Here.
Ms. Roscoe?
Here.
Mr. McAnally?
Here.
Bugwade is here. Chair Freitag?
Here.
And Long is here too.
Oh, my apologies. Mr. Long?
Mr. Long? Well, he don't really want to be here.
True that.
Item 3 is approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Support.
I have a motion from Mr. McAnally, supported by Mr. Long, to approve the agenda as presented. Wait a minute, don't we have
A vet revised.
we have a new one, don't we?
Yeah, we have a revised.
Why do I not have it?
It is right in front of us, yes.
Here. You do have this. It's right here. Although it doesn't say revised,
It says it.
Okay, right.
just say revised agenda.
Okay.
It says revised, yeah.
So it's approval of the revised agenda.
Support.
Second.
Mr. McAnally?
Yes.
Mr. Long?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Krova?
Yes.
Mr. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Long?
Yes.
Ms. Jemison?
Yes.
Mr. Bobade?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, the agenda is approved. Next, I have approval of the minutes from the meeting held on December 15th, I think it was.
Yes.
So move, Madam Chair.
Are you? Okay.
Support?
I have a motion for Mr. Long, supported by Mr. Bobade, to approve the minutes from the meeting on Monday, December 15th. Mr. Long?
Yes.
Mr. Bobade?
Yes.
Mr. Krova?
Yes.
Mr. Gladfeld, he's absent. Okay. Mr. Green?
Yes.
Mr. McAnally?
Yes.
Ms. Jamison?
Discussion.
Pardon me?
Discussion. I have a question.
You have a question?
Yep.
Okay.
Clarification on page, it says 19 of 22. Motion to adopt the future land use. It says I said yes. I thought I had voted no because this was because of map 3 with that Beverly Road. This says yes. I voted no. I'm pretty sure of it, but
What page is that, Edna?
it says 19 of 22.
Gotcha. Yes, that is. We
In
will
in the
get that
notes, it
changed.
does say that I did raise questions, but it says here I voted yes.
Yeah, no, we're gonna move that down. Good catch, thank you.
Is that all? Anything else?
That's it, thank you.
So with that motion, could you amend that motion then to say to approve it with correction as
Right,
noted?
well, yeah.
Yep.
That would be,
Approve
Okay.
it with correction, sorry.
and Mr. Everybody,
Yep. Support with correction.
with corrections, yes. Okay, so we'll start again. So I have approval of the agenda with corrections. Motion from Mr. Long, supported by Mr. Godfelte. Mr. McAnally?
Yes.
Mr. Prova?
Yes.
Mr. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Long?
Yes.
Wait, you made the motion, did you not?
Yes, I did.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Jameson?
Yes.
Chair abstains. Motion passed. Item 5 is comments from the public on non-agenda items. Is there anyone here that wishes to speak to us about anything that's not on our agenda tonight? We'll move right along. 6, public hearings. We have no public hearings. 8, old business. We have SPR 2024010, Bucks Oil Company.
Actually,
You've got the,
we have a different one. ahead of us.
With the revised.
Oh, I'm looking at the old one.
Yeah, take that one.
Okay.
007.
Yes, okay. Okay, so under business, we're going to back soil up a little bit. And we have SPR 2024007, Premier Hospitality Romulus Hotels. And you're requesting an extension?
Yes, thank you, members of the planning commission. We are requesting an extension of the site plan consistent with the staff report to February, I believe, 19th of next year. I'd like to talk through a couple points, if you don't mind. Of why
excuse
we're
me
asking
for one
the-
second, can you just get your name on the record, just for the
Sure
recording?
can.
Oh, I'm
secretary?
sorry.
Sorry about
Thank you.
that.
I should know better by now,
Yeah.
shouldn't I? I know.
I should have asked, but, I'm new here.
I was ready to get right into it, so.
That's great.
Andy Andre from Triumph Engineering and Design, 10775 South Saginaw Street, Suite D in Grand Blanc, Michigan. As I mentioned with the request, there were some conditions that led to why we're asking for this request. I'd like to walk through them, and I'd be happy to answer any questions as they come up.
Sure.
One of the things is we were moving along, and you think about the timeline of August of 2024. After that approval, what we typically do is start to work on what that budgeting and construction costs and how does that work in with the financials. And what we were experiencing during that timeline is a lot of variability in costs, both in the labor market and also for the materials. And so it made it a little bit challenging on making the financials work out for that. So what we've seen though recently is more stabilization. We say the costs probably have stabilized a little bit higher, but at least we have some stabilization and less variability always is better, and that way we can account for that. Then obviously moving into some of the financial considerations, the volatility within the market, especially on the interest rates, were much higher than they were than they are right now. That's obviously helped quite a bit. And when you work within the hospitality market, there's always a little bit of a little more edge that the banks and financial institutions will assess onto those projects. And so that combination of the interest rates coming down, being able to work with very good relationships that we have with banking partners has really evolved since that time of the initial approval. One other thing that is a general idea is the brands, one of them was Marriott, the other one was Hilton. They tend to, they have prototypical designs that they like to see. They want consistency throughout these products. But it happens quite often is where they'll come up with updates to the design. They want to refresh certain areas. And these are interior design items. They might rearrange some locations of where the breakfast location is, the manager's office, and those types of interior things. And during the process as we were evaluating costs and financing on this, there was an update that came out. And so as an owner, you have to look and you say, is it worth us stopping, reevaluating these interior modifications and doing them now? Or what possibly could happen is you have a new hotel and 5 years later, you're doing it. And so decision was made is let's go ahead and do those updates now. It doesn't affect anything on the exterior or any of the appearances. It has to do with flow on the interior. So the combination of those three factors really led to an unfortunate delay that we feel that we've overcome on all those fronts, and we're anxious to move forward. Be happy to answer any questions as well.
Thank you. Any questions before we? No questions? Okay, then a motion. Do you have a question?
Just real quick, so you foresee being able to fit your start of production, or construction within the year that we're giving you?
Yes.
I don't think you get another extension at this point.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So you talked about amending, I think last time I talked to you, are you still going to be amending it slightly?
Yeah, I think so.
It was more
Yeah.
for property
Yeah.
boundaries and whatnot.
That's
Was
correct.
small changes, but yeah, just I know we.
Yeah, that was my
started
next
talking
question,
about
if he would need a new site plan.
that. No, for an amendment.
It'd be
Not for amended,
administratively?
right.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
it was very minor.
Right. Any other questions? Go ahead.
There are any more questions?
Oh.
Yeah, Madam Chair, I do have
Mr. Long?
one question for Mr. Andre. Are the brands, will the brands remain the same, or are you still looking for another brand also?
No, they're intended to be the same.
They committed?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Okay, motion is in order.
Madam Chairman,
Mr. Manganelli.
I'll make the motion to recommend a 12-month extension of the site plan per SPR 2024-007, Premier Hospitality Romulus Hotels located at 32300 Wick. And this extension will be good till February 19th, 2027, subject to the 6 items that are listed on page 3 of the Site Planning Commission Summary Report.
Support.
Okay. I didn't hear, do we have a second?
Support.
Okay. Motion to Mr. Manganelli, supported by Mr. Long. Excuse me. To grant a 12-month extension for SPR 2024-007 Premier Hospitality Romulus Hotels, located at 32300 Wick Road, subject to the, was it six items?
Yes.
Yes.
To the 6 items that we had in our planning report.
Yep.
Any discussion? Mr. McAnally?
Yes.
Mr. Long?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mrs. Tellen? Ms. Jamison?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Groba?
Yes.
Mr. Boboade?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Mr. Green?
Yes.
I have, oh, no. No, I can vote on that one. Chair votes yes. Motion is approved.
Thank you.
Good luck. Now, we'll go to SPR 2024-010 Bucks Oil. Location on Beverly Road, requesting, what are we doing here? Site plan approval. For construction of 20,000 square foot building for the processing of wastewater, oil, and antifreeze. The petitioner's here. Hi. I know you.
Good afternoon, or good evening, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Hopefully everybody's keeping warm.
Name and address?
Struggling.
We don't know you.
My name is Michael Brock with Hennessy Engineers, at 13500 Reef Road in Southgate. I'm here tonight with the whole clan of Bucks Oil here in the audience. They're eager to get going on their development, should we have an approval tonight. The property is located at 30155 Beverly Road, it's on the south side of Beverly Road, between Merriman and Middlebelt. There we go. There's an aerial overview there. The entire property consists of 9.79 acres or 9.55 acres after the right-of-way is dedicated to the city. Out of the 9.55 acres, only 3.5 acres are to be developed at this time. So you can see in the aerial overlay, all of the development is towards the front of the property, and while, the remainder of the property is staying as is. Property is zoned M1, light industrial. A use determination was approved by the Planning Commission in July of 2024. And the proposed use will process used oil and water, treat the product, separate the oil from the water, and then sell back to the market. It is not a recycling center. There is one reference to recycling on sheet 4 that I accidentally missed. I will remove that when we resubmit. My fault on that one. I do make mistakes once in a while.
No.
No. There is a 20,000 square foot building proposed that's set back 165 feet from the right-of-way line. We are asking for 2 waivers. There's a waiver for the use of gravel in the rear to help with the tanker truck turning movements, and we can talk about that later. And also a waiver for the driveway spacing.
For the driveway, I'm sorry?
The driveway spacing
Oh.
in proximity to the adjacent drives. One variance will be requested, and that's for the overhead doors facing the front yard. These doors are pull-through doors. They are not loading docks or truck docks. They're just pull-through doors. So the way their site works is that the trucks would enter the rear of the building and then pull through the front. So they would just be open and closed for a short period of time. Let's see. Here's the site plan. That's a utility plan. The building will be serviced with water and sewer. We're adding 2 new fire hydrants on the east and west side of the building for fire coverage at the request of the fire chief. We have a stormwater management system that includes bioswales, so we're going to sheet drain into bioswales and then out to the city storm sewers. And just going back a little bit about these turning radiuses with the trucks, you can see how tight of a turn it is with these trucks. And that's why, we're proposing to use gravel back there, because they would just chew up any kind of pavement that's back there. Anywhere you enter the building, there's just a 180-degree radius, and Bob can talk more about that in a couple of minutes here. We do have the fire truck turn. There's ample room for a fire truck to get around. We do have extensive landscaping. We have a 4-foot-high berm along the frontage and a lot of landscaping. We revised the frontage to include a buffer type D, which I believe is one of the heaviest landscape buffers in the city. And there is a reference to township on the landscape plan, and I'll make sure that our landscaper changes that to city. I should have caught that too. That's in the general notes. I'll make sure he gets that taken
We could
care of.
make you go home and redo it.
Yeah, I should have brought my pencil. I could just pencil it in tonight. That buffer type D will definitely help screen the building from the roadway. Speaking of the building, in front of the building is a mixture of 2 different colors of the split face masonry block with glazing, the glass doors and a couple windows and metal panels up on top. There are some awnings just to kind of break up the facade a little bit, and the split face block wraps around the building to the sides of the building about 25 feet, I believe it is. And then there's a 3-foot 4-inch strip along the sides of the building of the block as well. And the rear is mostly the metal panels and overhead doors. And,
Could you back up just one?
oh, sure.
I'm seeing 3 doors from the one side and 4 doors, 5 doors from the other.
Yep, yep, that's right. If we look at the floor plan, you know, they're using the one bay on the east just as a, like a delivery bay or something like that with,
So,
yeah.
we just, we only need, Bob Manjapani. So the east side, the one door is just a more of a pull-through for if we need something in there, truck pull in there, it can pull out. The second one is more of a, it won't be a pull-through, but we can pull a truck in the back if we need to offload things. And the goal is to keep everything indoors. We don't want any operations outside. We don't want any trucks parked outside. We'd like to keep everything kind of inside and contained in the footprint. Same thing on the far, would be the west side, or the far door, that's the east side with the office. That's gonna be more just access into there, because we are gonna have some tanks and things that'll be inside, so.
And those will be on the, away from Beverly Road side.
Correct, that'll be towards the back side of the building.
Okay, thank you.
So, and then all the doors will be, when we originally talked, and we had a lot of help. First, thank you guys, 'cause this is all new to us. And we're excited, we've been here for a long time. Yeah, I'll take over, yeah, so the doors are all, we have some a little bit later, but the doors are all gonna be glass in the front. And really try to make it look like a presentable building here. And then when we moved the driveway off-center, we thought that would also help with hiding that the doors are in the front. And then moving for, I think it was your suggestion, getting it away from that other driveway across the street. So, I think we're more than willing to do what you guys kind of want, because we are excited. So, we didn't think it was going to be a possibility to do something in Romulus, and then I think Kevin and Jeff and Carol kind of really helped us find some stuff that would work.
Yes, 3 doors on the front.
So, let's check it out.
Yeah, no, that's about all I had. I believe this was an old school property. Was it a middle school or
It's the
elementary?
old Hayti Elementary where I went.
Oh, yeah?
And Miss
Me
Ross.
too.
Oh, okay. I mean, not dating anybody, but.
Our old
Not much.
stomping grounds
Not
over
dating.
there.
Hasn't
Yeah.
that been gone since like the late 80s?
We won't talk about how long it's been gone.
Or how old we are.
That's right.
That's right.
Gotcha.
But they were only 2 when they were in the school.
That's right.
I started early.
Well, this would be a good repurpose. I guess the property's been sitting vacant, for a very long time. That's about all I have at this point. You can-
Okay, I'll open it up to commissioners if you,
Sure.
Yes.
go ahead.
Couple of questions I'm confused on. One thing is, in your use statement, you say you received oil mixed with water, but on our agenda, it talks about antifreeze, and I'm thinking, are we gonna have antifreeze, or are we just talking water and oil? I'm kind of confused.
So I think when they originally did the minutes, the company as a whole does antifreeze. So we have a facility down in Monroe that processes antifreeze and turns a used product into new. That would be our dream one day to bring that up, but that is not our current plan to do so. That'd be something we would bring up if things, worked out well where we had the space in there. That would be something we would love to do, but currently we have a facility down in Monroe.
So at this time, this site plan is addressing oil and water, not antifreeze?
Correct.
Okay. The other question is regarding the, some of the requests from OHM's engineering letter talking about the south side of the building where they wanted to increase the 10-foot asphalt to 60-foot. What's your consideration on that?
That was new to us until that was printed, so we talked to Chief Allison originally about all this, I don't, like, so our current plan is we're gonna be turning our large trucks back there with ample room. We're not parking anything back there. We are planning on putting a apron back there already. Is it 10 feet?
Is it 10 feet?
But I don't know, how, beneficial. We're more than open to looking at that. Definitely, a couple of people that we've done, but we don't see that. We're gonna have a pretty adequate maintenance program to keep that, because we need it open and clear for our trucks to turn as well. Yeah, it's something we can definitely talk about.
I just think about if you get a large, I don't know how you're gonna keep your lot clear if you get snow on gravel. I guess you can grade gravel and snow, but I'm thinking in the fire truck access, you need a clear asphalt pad for them to get around and turn. You don't want them dealing with the snow drift or anything else back there. My thought is, it made sense to expand it, but I don't know how badly that's gonna be a detriment to your plan or not.
Okay, yeah, that's something we definitely don't mind looking into.
Is he saying?
With the team.
Is he sand it?
I'm just saying, they want to do gravel back there, and all we're saying is, okay, let's open this up to 60 feet so that for sure the truck can make that turn.
Right.
Am I understanding that correctly, Jessica?
You are, and that is a conversation that was had with the fire chief, Chief Allison, in regards to having a paved emergency route all the way around the building. There's precedent for other sites within the city where we have allowed gravel for either trailer parking or other uses that also would be worse for the wear with a paved surface. However, those surfaces still do have a emergency access route that was paved through those sites. So we are asking for access around the entirety of the building on a paved surface for emergency vehicles.
To me, it makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
the only other comment I have on the site plan is, we have within our provisions screening at the front of the building to screen the doors. And no matter how nice they are, we kind of want to block them off if we're going to have them in the front. And with the stipulation that when you're completed and we come out there and we can still see doors, you may have to add additional screening. And that's just in the notes, and I want to make you aware of it. And that's all I have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're taking my thunder.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, my problem was the front doors on front of the building. We basically don't like overhead doors on fronts of buildings anymore. It's not, it doesn't look good. So, but you're talking about putting, how far is the building from the road?
165.
It's
Is that 165 feet?
165 feet from the right of way, so it'd be another 33 feet to the center of the road. And then the doors would be glass, they're glass doors, they'd be like opaque glass
Opaque?
doors with maybe the top strip as clear, so it lets some light, natural light into the building. But they would, I mean, they're a dressy door, they're not like a normal overhead plain garage door.
Right.
We have, I think, a
We
slide
do, yeah, we do have a
of the
slide.
door type.
Just the door.
These
type.
ones are clear, but it'll be,
Different building,
yeah, that's,
none of
that's
the
the-
express service thing, but it'd be doors similar to those, but they would be an opaque, like a frosted.
Right.
Glass door with maybe the top sections clear.
yeah.
So that's a natural light in.
And there won't be, the only time those will open is to pull something out, and then they'll close after.
And you have to have 3 doors for that on the front?
There are currently 3 doors, yes.
Yeah, 3 doors in the front, and and like I mentioned, they're not loading docks, there's not, no loading or anything, so there won't be trucks parked in front of them, and I think that was one of the main intentions of the ordinance was to limit the amount of trucks that are, along the building, loading and unloading and things like that. These would just for access for trucks going out, that's
So you will have more than one truck in the building at a time?
Correct.
Okay. And that's why you need, they could all be leaving from different doors,
Correct. They, most likely.
but hopefully not at the same
Not at
time.
the same time.
Question. Let me just ask,
Go ahead.
follow up on the doors. Is it your intent that those doors will, from the driving by, would look more like a bank of windows? Is that the purpose of the design, so it look more, you wouldn't drive by and say, oh, those are garage doors, those look like a window?
That would be the goal. I don't know, the picture, when we were working with the builder, it's more to just look, more decorative than just an overhead garage door like you see at a warehouse.
Right.
Just to soften it up. We did the exact same thing at Hannon and Northline, for that, what was it, Amazon, the little Amazon building? They have the same doors. Those ones are white, they're frosted white, but they just kind of blend in with the building. Our intent was just to not have plain, trucking overhead
Right.
doors in the front. Try to dress it up.
Right.
You guys probably don't remember that because it came in as a variance afterwards, right? I think those got punched out after. That's why it wasn't part of their site plan.
Right. I don't remember. I don't
Review.
remember.
Yeah,
I've
was
seen
was
it, but I didn't.
I've seen it, yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
remember. Yeah.
yeah. They're right there. There's a nice, kind of landscaping in there.
Yeah, they're screened, they look
Yeah,
sharp.
it was a big BZA.
And what color is the building going to be?
So we tried to go with the, like, city of Romulus colors. So we did like a dark gray, and then, I don't know exactly the color of the burgundy red, but you guys, we love the color. So we tried to go with the city colors. So that is what we went with, when we had, Dad design it, so.
Kind of like the rack.
Yeah, like the rags or like the high school. I would have done the brick, the red, but I was told that red brick wouldn't belong here. So. But I think when they redid the high school, it changed how that school looked so dramatically.
It did, yes.
It looks great.
What was the other thing? Actually, I just went to the OHM pages because you've got it all. I'm sorry, Mr. Grova.
Thank you, Madam Chair. One of my fears would be if somebody were to come along and want the same variance with doors in the front. Now, one thing I noticed about this piece of property is it is somewhat narrow, so if you want drive-through bays and the building was positioned a 180, well, then I don't think you'd have the turning radius. So this is somewhat of a unique piece of property. And then also, I noticed too with the front doors is it's not set up for a staging area. I don't think trucks they can exit. It's more or less exit lanes.
That's
So
exactly
you're
right.
saying that you're not gonna have trucks parked in front of those doors?
No.
It would just be exiting and pulling out then?
No, the goal would be to never see it. I mean, you only see the truck pulling in and pulling out. And that would be the goal of the whole situation.
Pulling into the rear of the building.
Into the rear, like pulling into the park property, going around, coming in, and then, however long it'll take to offload coming out. And there should only be probably 10 to 15 trucks a day, would be our kind of our max. And that would include our trucks, that are across the street, so.
Yeah, that's one thing I think that would make this unique is because I think if you had trucks waiting for open bays, they would be in the back,
Yeah.
shielded by the landscaping in the building. But as long as nothing's in the front, it makes it a little bit unique. Because I would hate to see somebody else come along down the road and want the same exact thing, but all of a sudden their trucks are staged in the front.
Yeah.
And then the other one I had is about the processing. It's going to separate oil and water, and I imagine the oil will be processed and sold. What do you do with the used water?
So the water will then be, so it'll be processed to a spec that'll meet so that water there will go to DUA. And it'll go down to DUA to be treated through the municipality. And we've already met with them, and they're excited. They said they're extremely underutilized. They're hoping for people to do what we're doing. So they seem very excited for the project. So we were, it was a great meeting to have with them.
So nothing goes down the drain at all, I take it?
No, so.
And I didn't think so, but other people could be watching and thinking the same exact thing.
Yeah, everything will be inside, and everything will have like gauges metered. We actually have the engineer here that's designing the inside, the process. Yeah, everything will be to do with standards, and DUA will actually, be the ones. They'll be one of the ones that will audit us, as well as soon several others.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Duty chair.
Ms. Jameson and Mr. Long?
Yeah, a couple questions. So this building does not exist yet, is that correct? So if you click back a couple of screens for your design, which shows the whole building and then the entranceway, that right there, that one. So you've designed it to have a tight turn. It's not that you're occupying the building and then you have to make it work. So you've designed yourself into a tight position, and you want us to do a waiver for gravel for something you designed yourself into. I find that a little confusing. But in reading your document regarding why you wanted the gravel waiver, it says that the concrete and asphalt are not suitable for this type of heavy equipment and repeated turning when semi-trailers execute tight turns. I found that a little interesting because we don't really like gravel that much here. And so it does say that you need to have a aggressive maintenance plan. But it also says, and because I looked it up, because it just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, so I'm going to read you what I figured out. It says heavy trucks in Michigan, because I looked up Michigan in particular, because our weather is a little interesting, as you see right now. The best surface materials for maneuvering are reinforced concrete for long-term durability and minimal maintenance, and well-compacted asphalt for good balance in cost and performance, while compact gravel, they offer budget-friendly drainage but requires more upkeep, all needing proper subbase in Michigan for anti-thawing and freezing cycles. So in essence, what it's saying is that concrete and compact asphalt is actually best. Gravel is the least for longevity, and that gravel actually takes more because you have to have a substantial subbase, but then you have to have an aggressive, constant maintenance plan, because when you're turning those tires, you're moving that gravel. I understand that the turning constantly is going to beat on tires, but you've planned yourself into a tight turn radius. So that's one thing, but so it's not really, to me, more accurate to say that concrete and asphalt are not conducive for this, whereas where I read in Michigan, it absolutely is, and gravel is actually not the most wanted. So, and then when I look at this as well, and then we talk about our fire department and our police department, because this building does not exist yet, you can actually make those adjustments so that it's not so hectic for yourself or whoever is going to buy this building. And then we do have the space for everyone to turn where it doesn't tear your tires up. And we have the proper material that it may be more going in, but down along the line, it's better for everyone, for maintenance and for longevity. So I had those questions because they just didn't balance right in my head.
So absolutely, heavy truck, concrete, and asphalt are better. The issue is we have 10,000 gallons on a trailer. So the trailers is the issue. When they come in full, we would love to have a straight shot pull in, but we have to pull in from the back, right? So we've actually tried to turn the building 180 degrees, turn it 90 degrees, come in from the side. There just isn't a ton of turning radius. And also, how do we hide the trucks? There was a lot of different things that were required. So we said, okay, this is our only true option. So wherever we put the doors, it's still going to be 100, you're still turning all the way around. So that's one of the main issues, is turning these. So the asphalt will get extremely torn up by turning these trailers. And
Explain the tankers and how many tires are on these tankers?
so.
And how the tires don't turn, they push.
They slide, right? So every time when it's full, when the truck is empty, most, those tires, those are lifted, right? It's not a big deal. Tires, it's lifted, but when the trailer has all the tires down, it's sliding. So it's tearing up either the tires if it's concrete or the asphalt if it's asphalt, because it's going after what's the weakest point. So our thought is if we do gravel, that helps it slide. We know it's gonna have to be a pretty robust maintenance program to do this. But with talking kind of with everybody that we work with, they thought that would be the best bet for us to operate. And it is not built yet, so if anybody has, I would love it, actually, anybody has ideas as how we can fix the turn radius, I'm in, because we don't have it all done. So his hourly rate, I would ask you to chip in.
No, I did several different versions, you know, of layouts on this. You know, I did one with the building, I guess, going north and south, rotated 90 degrees. Because ideally, you don't want to make that 180-degree turn with the trucks. And I did lay it out where, you know, they would come in from the side and exit the side, but the property is just not wide enough to accommodate that. You know, that I definitely tried. I tried everything I could. Yeah, just with the width of the property, the only way that they can enter is from the rear.
And it also hides the trucks, which is, I mean, that was a big deal for everybody was, we don't want to see trucks. Like, I mean, you see so many lots around here that there's just trucks.
Yeah, trucks, doors in the front, cross docks are, as you know, you've seen our history, it's a big thing for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like those. Because we got residents to deal with, and we have to live down the street and drive past it and see the stuff, so. And then, yeah, keeping in mind whatever the requirement is from the fire department and the police department,
Yep.
that concrete amount that they need back there, that's absolutely necessary, so. So thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Long?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I was just looking at your diagram here for your building, and the turning radius probably could be improved from what I see. If the office was moved to what would that be, the west end of the building, and the doors would be moved to the other side, and that would help with your turning radius. As far as these pavement and the gravel, like Ms. Jamison said, the emergency vehicles and fire trucks would be better served with a hard surface than gravel. And like Mr. McAnally said, when you are removing snow removal and everything like that, that would probably help that process also. So that was just my thoughts on the design of the building. Did you consider moving the office to the other side? And actually, when you exit, you'll have a better, straighter shot leaving out of that drive than coming out and then making that turn to the right and going out. You'll be better served to come straight out and right on into the exit.
Absolutely, I mean, we can't do that. We were trying to keep the overhead doors out of sight from the entrance.
From the entrance,
Yeah.
understandable.
And that's the
yeah.
only thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't think of all these crazy, like, things when you're like, oh, I got a building, I got this idea, and then it's like, okay,
Yeah.
now I gotta figure out how do we make this work best, where
Yeah,
it
yes.
fits what we need, everybody's happy, and so that's the only reason we put it over there, was to try to make the entrance for people and what you see as what you see when you pull in.
Yes, a challenge,
Yeah.
understandable, yes.
We're getting there.
Thank you, thank you.
And it does come down to, you're making a 180-degree turn with that truck regardless of, you know, of the door locations.
Yeah, yeah.
It's tough.
Most of the traffic will be, I don't know how to work this thing, but if you look, the two more center doors, that's gonna be most of the traffic. So
Yeah.
whatever side or that they're gonna come in on, it's gonna be those two doors are the main two, so.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chairman.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, if you move the doors to the other end, there's no way to screen it from the road because you have a driveway. So it's a crapshoot of what we want, guys. The other thing is what did I see as part of this summary? The pollution incidents protection plan.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's something you're aware of and will be,
Correct, yes, we'll have a spill prevention plan, a PIP for the site plan. That, I'm like 99% sure that'll be done by Integrated Environmental. He works with several cities. He does all of our kind of environmental site assessment planning. His name's Rick Hardy. We'll have all that in place.
okay, thank you, that's all I have.
Yeah, we have that at our other facilities.
Crazy question. Can you move the building back further so it's not close to the road?
Well, it is 165 feet. I mean, there's a good distance there. We did, oops. You know, there's ample turning radiuses for trucks and the fire trucks and everything up front. You know, if we move it back anymore, we're just creating more, there'd be more asphalt up front, which really isn't needed.
I'm just talking about hiding them so they're not as, the doors aren't as noticeable. On that berm, it's a 4-foot berm, right?
4-foot berm, yeah.
And then
with
how
the-
big are the,
The green belt.
how big are the trees and the bushes that you have to put in there?
I think they're minimum 8 feet.
Yeah, they're minimum. That's one of the things that we threw into our recommendation, that once we look at it, possibly using some bigger material, once you get out there and look at it, we always put that condition in, and sometimes a little bit bigger material, starting somewhere.
Yeah.
Leave it up to the landscape architects. when
So
it's
basically,
constructed.
once it's built, you go by there, if it looks like it's too sparse, or you can't see whatever, then they will be required to put more.
Possibly supplement a little bit
If
more.
you come by there, you have to come in.
But,
If you come by there, you have to come in and say hello.
do you have coffee?
Ask anybody, I live on.
Yep, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yep, through the chair. So we have, this is on the big drawing sheet here, sheet CE 14, a long-term maintenance plan, Exhibit B.
Oh, that's for the stormwater.
Yes.
Stormwater maintenance, yeah.
Yeah, so it says here that you're responsible for the long-term maintenance, but the city of Romulus has agreed to assume responsibility for long-term maintenance of Box Oil, SWCS, if Box Oil Company fails to perform.
Yes. So this is a county requirement. It's a stormwater resolution that the county requires. So the owner of the property, Bucks Oil, will enter into a stormwater agreement with the city so that if, for some reason, Bucks Oil does not maintain their stormwater system, then the city can come in and maintain it for them and invoice Bucks Oil,
Okay.
which is probably a lot more expensive than.
I just wanted to make sure that was the case, you know?
Right.
We don't want to pick up the tab for
Right.
someone else's behavior, you
Yeah,
know?
this is kind of a boilerplate stormwater resolution that gets passed at city council.
Okay, so for this, do you guys have a plan laid out to make sure that, you're in compliance, and how often do you intend to work with the city to make sure that you're in compliance?
The table at the bottom is is kind of a schedule, a maintenance schedule of the different items, should they apply to this project, of the different items and the frequency on which they have to be inspected and/or maintained.
So would this be more of self-reporting or,
Yeah, absolutely,
okay,
yeah.
very,
I mean, Jessica, you probably know, but does the city get involved very often in storm?
Typically, the city is involved if there's a complaint made,
Right.
if there's something that's noticed, they'll come out. There is not a current citywide inspection of all of the detention facilities right now. However, as Mike stated, all of this paperwork would allow the city to enforce the MS4 rules that help us protect the waters of the state.
Right.
okay.
You said it better than me.
I just wanted to make sure because, also the processed water, just to make sure that it's also up to, because we don't want waste, dumped into
Correct.
our city. We want to make sure that that is also of utmost priority.
Correct, yeah, so we'll have a whole process where we'll retain all of our samples of everything that goes out. That'll be audited by DUA, as well as government agencies. So, yeah, there'll be, we don't want anything going out, so, I mean, it'll meet all DUA standards. They'll help us, with the engineers to make sure everything we're doing, will meet standards, so.
Okay. And then my final question, in logistics, things happen. You're planning 10 to 15 trucks over a shift, which is from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. For whatever reason, maybe your operation, you're waiting on a part, something happens, and it's kind of slowing the operation. Do you have a hold in place away from the building, the property? Because you may have these trucks scheduled to come in, and the one in has not left yet. So do you allow others to come and idle, or is there a staging area somewhere? I just want to make sure that is also factored in.
Yeah, so there shouldn't be too much. So if the facility's down, we deal with this now at the current facility we go to, everything just gets rejected and you have to go elsewhere. So there's other facilities throughout Metro Detroit that do the same thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So typically what we would do is, because we're all, like, it's competition, but we're all in the same industry trying to do. So you usually will build relationships and say, hey, which I'm assuming they'll do with us too, if we're down, can we send people your way? Instead of, the last thing you want to do is tell a truck driver, go figure it out. Because they typically are very set and forget it. This is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, and if you don't have an answer for them, I'm gonna get a call.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that's our goal. So if there is let's say somebody comes early, we have the 2 bays. That our plan will be that. So that's why we tried to do 2 bays, is to make sure that there's not anything that is outside. We don't want anything outside. So
Okay, but-
especially now, because it's so cold. So
But you have 4 bays for trucks to enter in.
we have 4 bays, yes, for trucks to enter in.
Okay, so if you have
2 bays
15,
are processing, so we could pull another bay,
Right.
just to make, like, so let's say today, you don't want trucks sitting out there in -degree weather, so they could pull into one of the other bays and wait.
so you can actually, when those trucks come in, if you have more than 1 truck, you can actually empty those trucks
Correct,
while they're both in there.
correct. The 2 bays will be active bays to offload. The whole building will be a containment. So even, from wall to wall, front to back, that's a full containment. So yeah, everything will be, but we'll have 2 active lanes that can cross the tree.
So when trucks pull in, you only have 2 lanes or 2 bays that they can come in to dump?
Correct.
They're not, well,
We
not dump, but,
don't, not dump, but.
okay, not dump.
Process.
Okay. So why do you have 4 doors on the back then?
So the other ones are one, to get access to the building. So it's.
To get what?
So those will be, so there'll be a wall. So where that truck is. So where the 2 trucks are, if you look in the center of the building, the dotted line, that'll actually be like that's where a lot of the equipment will be to the right of that.
Right, okay.
The left side will be open. So, but it's really hard to start running things further and further away from the processing facility. So, and then it's a lot easier to have a door back there to have access to the building, to pull things in and to bring the equipment in than to cut a hole later. So, our thought is to, that's why we don't have 6 doors in the front or whatever, is to have the 3 doors where we can pull through, and the other ones are more for just access into the building.
Right, but they will be able to pull through also.
No,
Not the 2.
Only 3 of them.
Just the 3.
Just the 3 bays will be able to pull
Just the 3
through?
doors.
So if anybody comes in that bay or this bay, they can't pull
You'd
through.
have to back out.
They would have to back out.
Or they would back in to unload something and
Typically,
leave.
yeah, they get back in.
So you're getting a box of toilet paper or something, the guy drops it off on that extra door and
Yeah.
leaves.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that.
So
Right, yeah.
technically, you're using 3 in, 3 out, but you're taking an extra 1 in just for,
It's extra 2.
Extra
but
2
yeah,
in.
yeah,
Extra
we're
2
loading
in.
extra
Yeah,
2.
they've got 5
So the
doors.
one on
Oh.
the east side would be inside the processing facility.
And went over.
So if you look at the office, straight below the office, that is going to be where all the processing is going to be done. So that's access to that area. And then the other one is just an extra to pull the truck in.
So one will be like general maintenance, drop stuff off, leave. The other one's to access, like if you had to have repair on the, or maintenance,
Correct,
that
yeah.
you need a truck in there to work on it.
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's no delivery in the front. So everything we said was, okay,
Right.
how do we make sure we can get everything in and out in the back without blocking our 2 operating doors?
Right.
okay.
So how much pavement is there from the building on the back?
Currently, there's 10 feet.
We're looking
10
for
feet?
60.
And we're looking for
We're
60.
looking at 60. We'll definitely, we'll consider anything if it's mandatory, it's something we'll do. We just have to look at like the cost and the fact of, how, because the 10 was going to be concrete, entering the building, right? So, because the trucks are pulling in and out, are in that way.
Right.
Yeah, we'll definitely look at it, we'll talk, that was new, so that was new when I read the notes.
Right, but basically what you're saying was 60 feet, there's a good chance that maybe 30 feet of it would get torn up from these trucks coming around.
Yes.
I mean, just,
Yes, so we would have to make sure that somebody doesn't turn in that area.
So
Yeah, we need.
I have a couple comments on that
Go right ahead.
in particular. One is the area that we're asking for, it will not be where the 180 degree turn is occurring.
okay,
The 60-foot is what we had anticipated needing in order to make sure a fire truck could turn.
right.
I didn't have an auto turn, I don't have the CAD drawing, so the opportunity for them to show us that a fire truck could turn on something less than 60 foot is, I think would be a reasonable ask. But we are just trying to ensure that the fire truck that the city owns and responds
Right.
to issues at industries like these, that they can navigate around the south side of the building.
So if they could make the turn, let's say in 30 feet, then just,
Yeah, 30 is not going to work, but something between 30 and 60.
okay,
So our intent with whatever we recommend is to give you enough solid surface for a fire truck to maneuver.
Correct.
Yeah,
Or
and I can
emergency.
add that to the amended site plan.
Well, because it's tied to a waiver, they have to be a little bit more specific. It's very specific right now. It's tied to their recommendation, which is tied to a comment in a letter. So what we have to do is, if you're gonna consider that waiver on that, that's under 2A3, where it says increase the amount of pavement area provided per OHM recommendation. Again, that's gonna be tied to this letter, so we may wanna just change this language, as determined by OHM upon further review, or something to that effect. What would you?
Well-
Just so it's not tied to that 60 feet that's tied to here, how do you want it worded?
OHM recommendation. Increase the amount of pavement area provided, can we say upon additional review?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that would be
was that?
appropriate. Upon additional review of OHM,
Based on additional review.
yeah.
By OHM.
So increase the amount of pavement area
Provided. Upon.
based, then right after that, you would say
Or
based on.
as determined upon, how about this? As determined upon additional review by OHM.
Do you gentlemen have a problem with that?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It was just, it was new to me. When,
Right.
I was reading the notes and I was like, oh, I didn't even know this. So I apologize.
Do we want to add in there for fire truck circulation,
Okay.
or emergency fire truck
That's a good finding.
For fire truck
circulation?
circulation, okay. Got it. Okay, we're also asking for the calculations of pavement and gravel being provided on the site plan. Do you know exactly how much gravel is going to be?
Yeah, we do have a table on sheet CE4 that shows the impervious surface calculations, shows the building, pavement, gravel, and open space. But that'll
That'll be
that will
subject to change.
That'll change once we add
Right,
the.
because that's one of our waivers.
It's a condition, I think, just a condition.
And then curbing around the entire parking area?
That's a
That's there.
condition, and it's there.
That's there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the entire gravel parking lot in the back is, it does have a concrete curb and gutter along it with spillways that drain the water into the bio retention.
And one of the other key conditions with that, under this waiver, would be that they're showing some land bank parking back there.
That's what I was just going to ask.
Right, but
The
that,
allowance for gravel does not include the potential
Right.
future land-based parking area, which could include additional pavement. This must be included in the note on the site plan.
right, so if they do need to want more parking, that'll kind of open it up. We do that administratively and just make sure.
Right.
If they did want to use gravel, they would have to come back to you for a waiver. If you grant the first waiver, then it would be like an amendment to the waiver and they'd have to
Right.
come back.
Yeah, that land bank parking is only there because of the required
Calculations,
parking
yeah.
spaces
Yeah.
for the.
It would come into
ordinance.
play if the use changed, or if something happened,
Yeah.
they did something that they were doing something that they
Right.
had more employees or something.
I'm sure they'd love to be busy enough to
Yeah,
have 29
yeah,
employees in there.
And there's plenty of space on the site
Yeah.
for more parking, so it's really not a problem, but we just wanted to make sure that, if you are gonna consider that waiver, just what it is.
And you have no outdoor storage?
No, the only storage that's there is the garbage.
Yeah,
Garbage?
the enclosure.
The enclosure,
The
Oh,
that's the
yeah.
only thing outside.
No, I'm not, we're talking about outdoor
No,
storage, like,
nothing. And I put that in our, I wrote that, we will not store.
Through the chair. There are a couple of comments in regards to the architecture I wanted to bring up to your attention. I didn't know if everyone was done with their,
I was just reading about, they're talking about the facade?
yes. If you could, Mike, pull up your new elevation. So the elevations that are in your packet versus what is shown on the screen now, I just want to point out a couple of the changes that they've made. They're proposing now metal awnings, which we appreciate the fabric awnings that were
Right,
previously
that
proposed.
was going to be one of my questions.
Yep, so these are metal awnings. They have increased the visibility of the office area. The windows are now double windows. There's a double door.
Right.
The office area block color is now changed, so it's significantly different.
So that's the
than-
darker gray.
That's the darker gray. So the brick color, the windows, the double entrance, the awnings. So all of those have changed. We have been discussing yet today even still, there is a portion of your ordinance that says if you have a building face over 100 feet long, that we want, and I am not an architect, so I'm going to explain as best as I can, but we want to make sure that there's delineation, vertical delineation. And especially the one that was in the packet, we had very light brick along the bottom, and then we had the very dark metal siding along the top. So you had a long linear line, 200-foot long, that didn't have any
Right.
break. What we were asking is for the office area to have a different either material or take the brick all the way up to the roof in the corner that's the office. That would give you a vertical break in that long linear line. It's my understanding, talking with Jeff, who was speaking to the applicant today, that that's something that they could consider or that they would be willing to consider. And I feel like we could get to a good design for, in an administrative review. It wouldn't necessarily have to come back
Right.
to the council,
Right.
the PC.
Yeah, absolutely. That's not, we had like 3 options that we kind of went through when we did all this. The original 3, it just, the building looked weird. I didn't know how to say it. So this is kind of what we came up with that cleaned up a lot of the look of, why is that? It had just weird little pillars here and there. So yeah, but absolutely, we don't mind, changing the metal up top to either, brick or a different material to emphasize that, hey, there's the entrance, come on here. There shouldn't be much foot traffic. We don't, not having people coming to, shouldn't have people coming to the door.
Right.
Everything should be scheduled in. That's-
So, if I may, Madam Chairman.
Go ahead.
So on item G, 6G, we would add in there increasing brick within the office area vertically.
Or other material maybe,
Or other
not
material.
necessarily brick.
Yeah,
So it'd be facade modifications as recommended by OHM, include the submittal of manufacturer's specification sheets of the proposed doors to be reviewed by the planning commission for compliance with the intent of the zoning ordinance. Otherwise, waivers will need to be requested. Okay.
right.
So we're saying,
Proposed to increase,
Proposed to introduce a material change in the office
Introduce.
area that meets the intent of the ordinance.
As determined by.
that meets the ordinance?
That meets the intent of the ordinance. And if you, either by administrative review or,
Yeah, yeah. So it doesn't have to come back
Yep.
after administrative review, that's good. So then that will change on 6G.
Right.
The one that will also then now come out is under 2, under the waiver section, C, which is a comment based on what the first, not these elevations, but previous ones. So take out C, because they don't need a waiver on building appearance, because they've solved it. So C under 2 can come out.
So we're taking C out?
Right, they don't need any waivers on building appearance.
Okay.
Because they've made some
Because we're changing
changes
it
now, but they're gonna
6.
tweak it a little bit per 6 G. They're gonna do what Jessica just said in the office area, that meets the intent of the ordinance after administrative, or as determined during administrative review.
I should have asked you before, you got a copy of this, right?
Yeah, I have mine.
Okay, just want to make sure, yeah. Because we're just, normally, quite frankly, normally we don't prove anything with this many things that need to be corrected.
Correct.
We wanted to get it to you because of particularly the gravel.
Right.
You saw one back a few months ago with something similar that, you know, those can have significant changes on
Exactly.
the rest of the plan, so we wanted to get it to you.
Exactly.
Figured we could work through these.
And then through the chair, I would like to say, I know Bucks Oil's they've been in Romulus a long time. And this is purely, I have not been, I've only been here 3 years, but I will say that anytime we've ever requested a change or needed something, or there was something that happened, I can call over there, they answer the phone, they'll do whatever we're asking them to do, they'll help in a way. We had a gas tank that was full of fuel and leaking one time when they dug it out over one time, and we didn't know what to do with it. Met over there, I called them, they answered the phone right away, they came out, they were able to facilitate somebody to come out to help clean that up. So I mean, they're very, as a business, they're very responsive and very respectable, and I've had nothing but good dealings with Bucks Oil since my time here.
Well, they've been around for a long time.
Steve Buck went to HI Alto.
This is our 50th year. So
For your 50th year?
Yeah, we're excited to celebrate 50th.
So you're just newbies?
Yeah, just newbies.
You just new kids on the block. Okay, is there anything else that we need to, is there anything else? Jessica, is there anything else?
Those were the major items.
I keep getting my name up there. Any other questions or comments?
Yeah,
Mr.
one
Mr.
question
Long?
through the chair. Your operation now, is that the one over on Harrison? Do you
We have a facility on Harrison and one on Beverly, right across the street. Right across the, like kitty corner across the
Right,
street.
yeah,
And then, yes, we have the one on Harrison.
That's the one I'm familiar with,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you.
Now, will both of those remain, or the one of them
Yes,
close?
that
both of those will
remain.
remain.
Both remain, okay. So you're adding another one because business is so good.
We're adding
Hopefully.
another one because business, we love the city.
Good answer, great
You're
answer.
too funny, my friend.
Yeah, great answer.
Yeah, you better have donuts with that coffee.
Yeah, great answer.
Miss Ruskell, talk to him.
Yeah.
He said he loved the city. You're too funny.
Any other questions or comments from anybody?
You know, can I add one back to the whole use thing? You know, this was a little bit unique, as you know, you did a similar use determination on this. The whole antifreeze question, which I'm glad it came up, the reason that it's on here is because it's on the application. So that came in on both the application and on the environmental thing. So, but I think you said it well, you got it on record that maybe in the future you would like to do that. That kind of gets all wrapped up in that similar use determination so that, you know, we're not gonna nitpick it apart. If you're changing your use and doing some stuff there, it's not gonna require coming back.
Okay.
And, yeah, so I just wanted to note that that's where it came from. It was, I know there was some stuff with those use statements on that first round of plans that came in. And we needed to get it as consistent with that use determination as possible. And that would fall into what was on that initial.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
yep.
no, absolutely.
So are we leaving antifreeze in?
Yep, we can. It's
Okay.
on the application, so the application
Okay.
stands.
We'd love to leave it in the room.
Yep, and it gives them some room for future, you know, if they did want to add that use in the future.
Right.
Making sense?
Well, no, I mean, that isn't part of our motion because it's not listed in the
No,
summary
it's
report.
part of, it came up as a question.
Right.
Why was it here? It's there because it's on the application.
Gotcha.
The word antifreeze
Right,
was
yeah.
not on the detailed use statement, but the, you know,
Understood, but at this point, they're not
they're not
anticipating
doing
doing
it,
that
but they do
now.
have the right to do it in the future without coming back and having the use determination
I don't
and
think-
your then subsequent approval here.
Understood.
Yeah, it ties more into probably C of O for what you're issuing. We get very weird questions from people when people are financing or
fabulous.
doing different things, and they tear apart these use statements and what's on the
Okay, revised one,
CFO
right.
versus what's in in minutes of a meeting, what's on an application, and when they see things, it's like, well, wait, that's not. I said, oh, yep, it is. It's on their application, and this is what you approved.
Okay.
I would consider that processing oil and water is very similar to processing oil and antifreeze. It's same type of fluids in a way.
Different storage, different separation.
Yeah.
Yep.
So would they have to come before us, or they could just go to you guys?
No, if they wanted
CFO
to add
Come
it,
to us. Yeah, they would just have to submit to us and about their operations and everything. We'd make sure everything met code.
Unless they had to
If
modify
that
the
day ever
building.
came.
Unless they had to modify the building, expand.
Unless they,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Right,
Unless
unless
they
they
modify the
modify-
building,
right,
if it was a
correct.
large modification, that,
Right.
or put another building on the site, obviously, they'd
Right.
be coming back to you.
but it would be more building department and how it ties to the
Okay.
CFO, so.
We have everything covered? All righty. I would say at this point, a motion is in order.
Madam Chairman,
Mr. McAnally.
make a motion to approve site plan SPR 2024-010 Buck Oil, subject to the 7 items listed on the page 6 and 5 of the summary report, site plan review report, with the changes on 2A3, where we say increase the amount of pavement area per OHM recommendation as determined upon additional review by OHM for fire truck circulation. We're going to remove 2C from there because we covered that. And we're
We're
going
moving to, which one?
2C.
Oh, 2C, okay.
And then we're going to revise 2G to include, leaving it as it stands, but including proposed to introduce a material change in front office area to meet the intent of the ordinance.
As determined during administrative review.
As determined during continuing administrative review.
Right.
We'll correct that to 6G. You said 2G.
6G. Thank you.
The second page, page 6, the next
Yep.
page.
Very good.
That's 6G, right?
Yes.
I support that.
I'm sorry?
I support.
You support it?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, motion by Mr. McAnally, supported by Mr. Crova. To approve site plan SPR 2024010, Buck Soil, including the 7 items that are listed in the summary on pages 5 and 6 of the planner's report dated January 2nd, 2026, with the inclusion of the changes on 3, right?
2A3.
2A3, right, I'm sorry, 2A3 and 6G,
And a removal of item 2C.
and removal of item 2C, thank you. Oh, I got it circled, I just didn't. All right. As stated by Mr. McAnally. I'm not going to reread all that. Okay, supported by Mr. Crova. Any discussion? Okay, Mr. McAnally.
Yes?
Mr. Crova.
Yes.
Mr. Bobiade.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Green.
Yes.
Mr. Long.
Yes.
Ms. Jemison.
Yes. Yes.
Ms. Roscoe.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. That site plan is approved. Gentlemen. I have one question for you. Do you have a relative named Jim?
Manchapani, I do, but there's a lot of us.
Because I worked with the Jim. I worked with the Jim.
Did you? Where at?
At Firestone.
Okay.
years ago. He'd probably be like in his 60s
Yeah,
now.
it's been my dad's cousin. So we just had our family reunion in August, and there was like 260. I don't know, like.
And that's not a common name.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And then there's a professional hockey player, and he's like the only one not related to me. It's very hilarious.
So, yeah, I remember working with Jim. He was a great guy. We had a lot of fun.
Thank you, guys.
Yes. Thank you. Good luck. We'll be there for the coffee and donuts.
Okay. I hope so. Thank you, I
Pardon me?
appreciate it.
Oh, the grand opening. That's right. That's going to be more than just coffee and donuts. We should have let all the gentlemen speak that you brought along with you. They just all sat there.
Introduce them all.
Pardon me?
This is the Bucks Oil family.
This,
These are the generations here, and Trevor.
so, you are all Mangiapanis?
No, this is
Oh.
all Bucks.
Oh,
The
Bucks,
Bucks
okay.
family. So I have the Patricks and the Bucks.
Okay.
So, and their dad or grandpa is the one who started the company 50 years ago.
I went to school with him.
Yeah,
Who did? You
He
did?
was here, right? He went there. And
He was a couple of years older than I was.
A few, I would think.
Huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
Celeste and I both went
Yeah,
there.
definitely.
Yeah.
Colleen and,
Our other yard, when they had the auction, when we sold the place off, all the material inside of it, my dad had to buy the backboard. That
Oh,
was in
wow.
the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We still have it hanging at our Beverly Hills location. My dad said, I played basketball when I was 5 on it, I go, I want to have it here, so.
wow,
That is cool.
yeah, that's cool,
That's great.
That's great.
yeah.
Thank you.
Just want to say we appreciate everything
Yes.
you guys have done too. This city's really
Sure.
on fire. Like really, you guys are doing a great job. The businesses that are coming here, it's
Yeah.
really, you're in the right direction.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck, gentlemen. We'll be waiting for that invitation.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get it, for sure.
Okay, moving right along. Oh, we'll go on new business. And we have 2025 Planning Commission end-of-year report. That's quite impressive, I might add. I didn't realize we did that much. Does anybody have any questions or comments on it? Because we are going to have to send it over to the mayor and probably on to the state. Does this go to the state?
This does go to city council.
Just city
for them.
council?
Yeah, a couple things that, in addition, the projects I'm sure all look familiar to you. Under the ongoing planning activities, as you know, our big project this year was the future land use map amendment, which will be going to city council next month. There will be a study session on February 9th, and then they will take action on it. You guys adopted it. The way our city works is the city council has also asserted their right to adopt it. Every community is a little bit different. Some communities, it's a planning commission recommendation to a city council and they adopt it. Some, it stops at planning commission, but in this case, both of you get to adopt that amendment. So, we're gonna be doing that. Zoning ordinance text amendments, we continue to work on those, and we're actually working on a bigger project that's gonna come down, our zoning ordinance. For those of you that use it on a regular basis, we hope you do, using it online is kind of opposed to the paper. The platform that it's in, for those of you that remember, the LSLers back then, and they put that all together, you worked on that big InDesign, it was called an iZone format, and easy to work with. Well, it's been challenging to edit, and we've had a lot of problems with it over the years, so.
It wasn't easy to work with.
Well, we will be changing, so there will be some modifications, more to the codification and the sort of the formatting of it. Same thing with the zoning map. The zoning map that's on the website right now is, we have two maps. We have an interactive map where you can go in and just hit it and get information. And then the prettier version, as I call it, is a PDF that is currently right now being updated because this time of year is when our GIS people take the city assessor's information and all the property combinations and splits and all of that, property lines have changed. So it's, so we're gonna be, for those of you that do use those regularly, certainly if you have any questions about anything that's on our website, you find it easy to use, difficult to use, you wanna see something else, we're looking at maybe doing a projects map this year, some things like that, please come and talk to me. Because we're open to all sorts of stuff. We have great resources with our consultants that do our GIS and our other consultants that do everything else for us. So anything that you may be interested in doing, we'd love to talk to you about it.
Did their team win?
They did. They won by 2 points. They were up by 22, and the other team came back and made it really close at the end. That's why I was running in here last minute.
That's what I told Carol. I said, if they didn't win, he's in trouble.
I know.
Mr. Groba.
I was looking at the reports and the charts, and it's very similar to 2024. Except I see reactivancies are a little bit higher. So that must be new business moving into the area?
Yeah.
Or is it enforcement?
It could be a little bit of both. Could be a little bit of both. Sometimes they let us know when they're changing and moving in. Sometimes we find out after, and that's when the enforcement ensues, and then they have to travel in direction of the reoccupancy and city search to be able to get a certificate of occupancy.
They are the one item on this that you guys do see some of them not, but certainly like you to be aware of things. It's because of your foundation that you've set with our plan and our ordinance that, allows these uses, that are in there. That number, though, does happen to be, it's different than, for example, site plans. We get a lot more reoccupancies in, and so it makes the graph, the trend look interesting, as it, in terms, if you look back in 21, we had a lot of stuff happening over the years, and it's up and down. But that seems to be the one variable in this that's different. The other one, that we're doing a lot, as you know, you guys are seeing all these are, our conditional rezonings, which right now we have 4 of them. 2 that you saw last month, and they should be back in February. We're working pilot through, that's a conditional rezoning that hasn't yet gone to city council. We had a meeting with them today and they're adding a drive-through, so it's a quick change in addition to amending their plan, which was a condition of yours as part of that approval. The other one that's coming in tomorrow is North Point, which is north of the tower property that we call, you were familiar talking about it during the master plan amendment. That will be coming in as a conditional rezoning, special land use site plan, like you've seen before.
That's going to be at the February meeting?
That one probably not until March.
Oh, okay. Just have to figure out if I want to be sick or not.
Got a
Carol.
lot happening, big stuff,
Pardon me?
big stuff.
You said the tower property, which location is that?
It's just north of Amazon, between Ecorse and Beverly, on your future land use map, kind of that area that shoots up.
The property that I have an issue with. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Through
So
the chair.
that being said, if no one has any other questions on that, we need to have a motion to approve it, to send it to city council. And the mayor.
But through the chair,
Pardon me?
Kathy, I do have a question for Carol.
Sure, okay.
On the annual report, I was looking at SPR 2025-17. Is that a pre-application for another restaurant
It is indeed, it's the Fur Culvers
located?
on Merriman Road,
Right next to McDonald's.
it's by McDonald's.
Competition, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Interesting.
Yep, we've been
that
waiting
open
a
field next
long
to
time for
McDonald's?
that, so.
Thank you.
That
Good area
actually
over
is
there.
not really competition. Pink meat versus brown meat, I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't think that's quite fine dining.
My kids love it.
Well,
Yeah,
but that's not fine dining, that's kids dining.
Culver's is pretty good. I like Culver's.
I like.
I know my family, they love it, they're always, they do have good fish
And ice cream.
I don't eat
and ice cream.
I'll eat their ice cream, and I'll eat their fries.
Okay, any other questions, comments? No? Go ahead, Mr. Grova.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that the Planning Commission approves the 2025 City of Romulus Planning Commission Annual Report as written and recommended that a report be submitted to the mayor and city council.
Support.
Support? Who supported it?
Mr. Green?
Mr. Green?
Yes.
Great.
Support, yes.
Oh, okay. No, you-
Point to Mr. Long, but Mr. Green picked it up, so since he be quiet all day, you know,
Oh,
we might
I
as
know,
well.
Mr. Long pointed at him and said, Mr. Green.
Thank you for the support, Mr. Green.
Yes. All righty, so I have a motion from Mr. Grova, supported by Mr. Green, to accept the report, the 2025 annual report, to accept the report as written and recommend that the report, and we recommend the report be submitted to the mayor and city council. Any questions? Nothing? Okay, here we go. Mr. Grova.
Yes?
Mr. Green.
Yes.
Mr. Bobade.
Yes.
Mr. Long.
Yes.
Ms. Jamison.
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe.
Yes.
Mr. McAnally.
Yes.
I think that's everybody, isn't it? Yeah. Chair votes yes, it is. It's approved and on its way to city council and the mayor. Good. We'll send it right now. Okay. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've been here, so I'm a little giddy. Okay, so we're going, okay, now. Okay, item 9, cases involving advice or input from the planning commission, from the planning commission. PC cases involving advice or input from the planning commission.
We need any advice from the planning commission tonight?
Always, I would like to update you, Tesla does have a permit now, so their construction will be, you will start seeing activity over there. They've gotten everything in place, and they do have permits.
Is that their yard or
Yep.
their
Yeah.
parking lot or
They've
whatever?
they've done a little grading, you'll see the silt
Right.
fence and stuff up there right now, but yeah, when the weather's a little bit better,
Yeah.
we'll start seeing some action over there.
Good. So I take it, you don't need any advice from us? You're probably better off not getting any advice.
Probably not.
Well, hearing nothing, I'll just move right on. Reports on interest designation. And first, we have Celeste Roscoe, who's the city council liaison.
Good evening. I don't have a whole lot tonight, but the main thing is, of course, the weather. And it's, bitter cold out there. And we all have to be careful. But if during the day you have issues that you need to be in a warming center, we have a couple here where you can go. First of all, it's the Romulus Senior Center is open daily Monday through Friday from 8 to 4. It is closed on the weekend, but you're more welcome to come there, warm up, use their electricity to charge your devices, cell phones, so on and so forth. So it's very important to know that that's open. And also, with more hours is our Romulus Library. And then, of course, you can, use electricity and charge your devices there too. And their hours at the library is Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday from 10 to 6, and Saturday 10 to 5, and then on Sunday they're closed. So it's, very important, check on your neighbors if there's elderly or, of course, bring your pets in, things like that.
Right.
But the main thing is they're saying that we've got record lows. It's colder than it's been in 7 years. And so, don't take it for granted that it's not really that bad out there because, believe me, it is. So that's the most important thing tonight is the weather. And again, we got a lot of winter left. Watch for our snow emergencies. Our plow trucks have to be able to get in those subdivisions and get in and around those vehicles. And you don't want to get your vehicle plowed in on the street, because then you're out there shoveling it out.
Right.
So, and the other thing is, it can get towed, and you can get ticketed when there is a snow emergency. So keep that in mind. But speaking about the library also is going to be having their book sale this month, January 29th through the 31st. And the hours for that is 9 to 7:45 every day, and on Saturday, it's 9:30 to 4:45. So come out and support the library if you're looking for some good books. And other than that, I really don't have anything else tonight. We've had a lot of good events going on lately. We had the Martin Luther King walk this month, and different things like that. But and the curling royale was a big success. And but other than that, I don't have anything else tonight. Check with the rec. There's a lot of different things going on over there at the Romulus Athletic Center. A lot of indoor things that you can bring the kids to do and things. And also the recreation department is located in the Romulus Athletic Center, if anybody needed to know that. And you can always go in there during the day and find out what kind of activities is coming up next for your kids, or go on the website, and they're all there too. So other than that, welcome back, Kathy.
Thank you.
We've missed you, and everybody try to stay warm out there.
For sure. Then next I have Dan McAnally, Board of Zoning Appeals Liaison. Do you have anything to say?
After I have a meeting, I'll let you know.
By the
Till
way,
then, no.
Congratulations and good luck.
Thanks.
Yes, we're very happy to have him.
Yes.
Very, very happy to have him.
Does anybody else have anything on their interest designations?
I don't have anything on my interest designation, just a couple of comments. One, for people to slow down. We had 3 of our large section of mailboxes plowed down by one of our neighbors, who, I'm not sure how that happened, because that's been there for 23, 24 years now. And those mailboxes are huge, and they're metal, but there's 3 of them laying down.
Plowed the whole thing down?
3 of them.
Yeah.
3 of them. 3 of the big, large ones, and they're going to cost like $3,000 each to replace. But yes, because I'm assuming somebody was probably coming in our entrance too fast and hit that turn and slid right into that. So it's been problematic for us at our entrances for several years now. This is probably I've lost count, 8th or 9th crash in our entrances. So it seems to be not stopping. But also wanted to acknowledge Maria Scott from the secretary from middle school, because what she did was beyond heroic.
Oh,
And
without a doubt.
the lives alone, when you think about all the school shootings over all these years and how many school shootings turned out very badly, and this one's 0 casualty is a lot to say. And feeling very appreciative and proud of the response of our police department to catch the guy while he's still there on the property. That whole thing was really shed a really good light on the city as far as people and safety and knowing when to be on your job. I mean, I just can't say enough good things that about not just her, but then how everyone worked together with that. And I think that she deserves more, a lot more, because there's a lot of lives that were saved that day. And I feel bad for the gentleman. I do pray that he gets the help that he needs for himself and everybody else in his path. So.
Right, yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I'm proud of our entire cities, the police, the fire, everybody. I mean, the job, they did such a great job.
Mm-hmm.
The school administration, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else have anything? Mr. Green, do you have an interest designation? Did we give him one?
You know what, look at your charts.
He
I
does,
think they're all
he does
good.
have, he has Jerry's.
I think he has Jerry's on one.
She has what?
Industry
Jerry's
and
on one.
commerce.
What is that? Oh,
It's industry and commerce.
yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Yeah, I think he automatically adopted Jerry's.
okay.
And Celeste usually handles everything so well. I have recreation, but she usually covered what I.
Yeah, right,
I'm
right.
so sorry.
You good.
Sorry for
You good.
overstepping.
You good, you good.
You know, if you
Thank
guys,
you.
if you guys ever want to trade them around,
yeah,
feel
thank
free.
I don't mind at all, thank you.
Mr. Green, did they explain to you what that was?
No.
Well, that's a great segue into the one thing that I was going to add before we talk about under communications, under the project status report, if we want to talk more projects. Training.
Yes.
It is from State of Michigan planning enabling legislation, and back when that was changed in, look at your engineer, 2006, it's either 2000, I think it was 2006. The enabling legislation thought it would be a good idea to make sure that planning commissions are well-rounded, and that you had representation from certainly different areas of your city or your municipality, but also from different walks of life.
Right.
And so having representatives that could bring information back about recreation goings on in the community are that kind of thing. I think transportation has always been a big one here, whether it's some of you airport authority guys or, some other things in those lines. So seriously, I mean, take a look at them, and if you guys do want to do any trading, Cindy Lyon, your former director, was kind of into that and had you guys, more involved in reporting. Kathy, I remember you used to report all the time on health-related
Yes, I did.
things, right?
And I
Celeste
can
being the
report
government
tonight.
liaison from city council, that's the natural fit.
Make sure you had your flu shots.
Right. But with regard to training, those of you that are MAP, which is Michigan Association of Planning members that have gone to conferences and done training, have one of these in front of you, and you can see some of the stuff that's being offered. Those of you, Mr. Green, being that you are new, we do offer training. The Board of Zoning Appeals actually is being kind of mandated. Mr. McAnally's going to get his link to do his class in a couple weeks once it all gets processed, but all 5 of them are going to be doing an online training. Planning Commission has the same opportunity to do things. There's a citizen planner course that you can take. Our staff, except for one, we were just in Department 3, has done it. Kayla has done it. We're trying to get Jeff to become
I have the
Master
books.
Citizen
I do
Planner.
have the books now.
But some of these, for those of you, if you see anything on here, Kayla's also going to be sending some stuff out to you guys. Most of this stuff is online. You can do it.
Yeah.
A lot of it at your own pace. Citizen Planner, you do that on your own. I haven't been told yet that you all have to get it, but in many communities, planning commissions are mandated by,
Right.
that's just part of your job, that you get citizen planner training. So we're gonna get that information out to all of you, for those of you that are interested.
But most of the MSU stuff is online.
Is
Now,
online.
this MAP is usually you have to go and attend.
Attend some, but they do have a lot of Zoom stuff and.
Oh, yeah, Zoom
yep,
stuff.
Yeah, so they will do that.
Yeah.
The other thing to point out, and take a look at your calendars, the National APA Conference is in Detroit this year. That's the American Association of Planning. And I've got to dig in and get the agendas and see what's on there. You guys sending people, probably? Yeah, so. We'll take a look at that, see what our budget is like, but I know some of you, Edna's great, Edna, Emery, you guys are
Yeah, where
awesome.
was it this past year? Was it in Grand Rapids or Traverse City or?
Oh, AP, or you talk about the Michigan one?
Yeah,
Grand
Oh,
I don't know.
the one
where
you
we
go
go
to.
in Kalamazoo?
Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a cool city. I went to it.
Yeah, I think
No, we
this,
were in Kalamazoo.
No, Grand Rapids.
That was here before.
yeah, that's
No, I
right,
didn't
we
go- I
were in
went to Traverse City.
Kalamazoo.
I've gone to
And we
Traverse
were
City
in
and I've gone to
Grand Rapids the year before.
Year before.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
Emery, you saw your whole family.
Yeah.
Remember? Your whole family came to visit you.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the way to do it. It's like, boy, he's popular. He's turning his family all into plants.
Yes, anyhow,
But anyways, we're gonna, there's good stuff out there. There's always things changing in our world. And like I said, if you guys stumble upon things, do let us know, and we're,
well, I know. Dan and I used to go to training all the time. And it just seems like it's kind of like,
yeah, it's
It's like
always
that.
good for a refresher, and there's new stuff.
Yeah.
There's new young people out there, Kathy, that's doing these sessions, and so we're just old.
yeah, I know, we get involved in doing that, yes.
Yep.
So Carol, I have a question. The citizen planner, I started that. I think I had 2 classes off maybe. Would I have to start that all over again,
You
or could I
know,
just finish?
Great, because Kayla was actually talking to them, or gonna be talking to them, finding out where everybody was at, and that probably, it'll be interesting to see how that pops up, and then, yes, we'll figure out what we need to do with you. And,
Yeah,
good. That's one of the problems with some of those that are self-directed. Yeah.
When I tried to, I think the time that I was there, there was a problem in the system, and I could not finish the last 2. I think it was held up for a couple of weeks.
There was.
Yep. And so I after that, it was kind of like out of sight, out of mind. I don't know if they ever figured out what the problem was, but there were several of us that could not finish.
Well,
because of
Kayla
that.
asked about it today, and I said, no, and not one of those conferences. If you go to the MAP conference, they always offer citizen planner. So
Right.
some people do that, and that might have been your first or second year that you went.
It was.
You did that, right?
Yeah,
I do
it was.
remember that there was
Yeah.
something at the end there that was.
yeah, I took classes at that too also.
Yeah.
Great. With regard to the project status report, was there anything on there? Jeff, did you have?
Yeah,
what was your
next,
question?
project
Oh, that was
status
just about
report,
something.
anything on there?
Yeah, no. Say it again.
It looks like it's all same old,
Yeah.
not same old, but same bad.
Yeah, there's a few projects on here that we were thinking last year. Project Genron, for example, which is the site down on Warman, the McLean Food. You saw that, you did 2 rounds of that back in the day, and that one came in, and they were excited to get going, and you haven't talked to any of them, have you? No, they haven't followed up with anything. So, well, we'll see.
You ready to adjourn?
Well, I know we're all sitting here having a good time, but it's, go home.
The sun's coming up.
Okay, next item is adjournment.
So moved.
Support.
Did everybody so move it?
Yep. Pick one.
Pick one? I will pick, Ms. Jameson. And we have, let's see, who are we gonna have, who's the second?
Mr. Green.
Mr. Green?
Support.
Seconded by Mr. Green. It's a good one to get involved in. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, since everybody agrees, I'm not gonna do it.
Nope. Don't need to.
Opposed? This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.